When I first felt I had the symptoms of Parkinson's, I had a tremble in my left hand and a slight tremble in my right hand. I felt very uncomfortable and very worried about it because I wasn't quite sure what Parkinson's was. But as I learned more about it, I kind of thought I was going to go through a whole bunch of very difficult things. And so I felt almost like part of my life was over. And we had been planning to retire possibly early, and it was all going to be hard.
And slowly his symptoms started to be more pronounced, and we realized that there is hope, but
Once my wife and I went to a shopping mall, and I had to sit outside on the curb because I couldn't walk across the parking lot. And I began to be very lethargic, just I was beginning to have to take more and more meds. And so I became tired and kind of almost like a zombie at certain times.
I would always look back at pictures of us together, and everyone smiles for photos and stuff, and I would see him and his face just always looked kind of sad, and so I was just really worried about him, of course, because of that. And so I asked what was wrong and if he was okay, if he was happy, and they explained to me that it was just the Parkinson's mask, and that his the facial muscles just kind of do that, and so it prevented him from being able to smile anymore.
My son and I were going to go to a hockey game over in Bemidji, and I was having trouble putting my shirt on, and he had just reached out and he began to button up my shirt. And I'm sorry.
I was able to reach over and put on his jacket for him, and I think about all the times he did that for me as a child, and it's just something you do as a parent, and as a child you don't always take care of your parent that same way, but it's something that I did and touched him deeply, and to me it was just a moment of something that I felt I needed to do.
I was referred to the University of Minnesota by my neurologist in Brainerd, and he had apparently worked with the team at the university, and he said he thought I was a very good candidate for the program. And I went down there and I met with the evaluation team, and I went through all kinds of evaluations and tests and so forth. And at the end, they contacted me and said that I would be a candidate for the DBS surgery. I was elated. I thought it was going to be very beneficial to me, and I was hoping that I could not, or that I would not be taking as many meds anymore, and that some of my pain and uncomfortable aspects of my life would be changed.
they were very positive about what they thought could happen for Patrick.
The entire team was really extra special and extra caring. After the surgery, I felt strong enough that I actually went out and got a part-time job. I have to do a lot of walking, and I have to do a lot of physical exercise that I was sure that I could not have ever done without the surgery.
It's gotten to that point where he's now able to do those things on his own again, so it's wonderful. We definitely thank the U of M for that.
So yeah, he's smiling again, he's happy, and it's a huge difference. He's way more himself now.
Now that Pat's had both surgeries, he doesn't need help getting dressed. His life is back to normal. And we're very grateful to the University of Minnesota.
Absolutely. The DBS team was just fantastic. I can't say enough about them.
We have happy days. We look to the future. We don't think about nursing homes. He goes out fishing. He gets out on his job and he talks with a lot of other fellows in the area. And I used to come home from my job being very chatty, and he would just be sitting in his recliner. And now I can't get a word in edgewise because he's telling me about his day. But our life is happy. We don't even think about nursing homes or his disability anymore. I just don't think of him as having a disability anymore. Life is very good.